Hello my lovelies, I hope you're doing well, I hope you've been practicing. I've got something to show you today that I think is kind of cool. It's quite simple, but I use it a lot myself and I think it makes good sense, and it's a principle you can apply to other playing situations. So I'm going to show you some very basic playing situations, and then you can use your intelligence and your knowledge to use it elsewhere. So let me play for you, then let me talk you through what we're doing. That's pretty much it in its simplest form. So what I basically did then, we're playing an E major chord, pretty normal, and we're essentially going to, after we've played the chord, we're essentially going to arpeggiate it. We're going to play from the high E string to the low E string. I simply played the strings again, but before each note of the E chord I played the note one note higher. So for example, an E major chord has the open E string. So rather than play the open E string, I played the first fret, one fret higher, then I played the open E. The B string, the second string, is usually open in the E chord, but rather than play it first go, I played it one fret higher, the first fret, then played the open. So we got, and I've continued this pattern the whole way. I played the notes of the E chord, but before I play the note, I play the note one fret higher. You could also think about it, if you really wanted to, as an F major bar chord. So we played the E, and then if you imagine you play an F, imagine arpeggiating the notes of the F chord, which would be like 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, but you go F and then E. So 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. I feel like I haven't explained this particularly well. It's hard on YouTube. It's not that I don't know how to explain things. I don't know where you're at in terms of, do you know the note names? Do you know the string names? Do you know the string numbers? Do you know the chords and arpeggio? So I try to make these videos accessible for everyone. Forgive me if I'm too fast or too slow for you, or too technical or not technical enough. I'm just trying to make it so everyone can understand. But yeah, if we play that E chord and then we go 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. So we've played the chord, we've played the notes of the chord, and we've played what we call a leading tone a half step above. So that's a really useful thing that you can do. And sometimes I'll do like double. So that's a really fun sound to make. I'll give you another good example. I will do A major. You guys know by now, some of you will know, some of you won't. I was definitely taught to play an A major with the 3 fingers. You know, good old A major when I was a kid. That's how we, play the Beatles songs and stuff like that, whatever. But a lot of guitarists, Spanish style guitarists, will actually just use the first finger there. And I've started doing that because it gives so much great accessibility to the other frets here. Kind of sacrifice the open E string. you're not really hearing that open E string when I play, but that's how we're doing it today. And I'm just going to go 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Once again, it's that A major sound. And then if you imagine we're kind of doing like a B flat chord, but we're just going to play the notes of each chord leading into the other one. And as with pretty much anything I show you, let's say your root note's an A, you can always go, and that's on the open string, you can go like 0, 1. That kind of sound, that kind of 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, you hear that a lot in metal, like Slayer use it all the time. In kind of countless variations and forms, and with different, they'll add other notes as well and stuff. And if Slayer's using something, it sounds nice and dark. So that is just a very basic lick. That's all I'm going to share with you today. I think that's enough to get you playing, and hopefully you get a tiny little bit of an aha moment where you go, okay, this is interesting. I can play an arpeggio, but I can also play the arpeggio next door at the same time. There will be tabs on Patreon for today's lesson, and also on Patreon I do what's called a deep dive, where I'm going to take it further and more technical. On Patreon, I assume you are some level of experience. You do know what you're talking about, and that you're able to kind of quickly grasp this concept and that you want more. So Patreon's the place to come if you do want more and you're ready to go to the next level. Otherwise, there I've given you a couple tasty little licks that I use myself all the time and that will hopefully expand your knowledge and your ability to play the guitar. Thank you so much.